they won, so now they're a winner. And I say, no, they're a winner, and that's why they won. Because they had the mindset of being the winner to begin with, and then dreaming. The problem I think we have in our country today is a lot of people have stopped dreaming.
Right.
And as a school teacher, these little kids, they were big dreamers. But now I go out in the world as adults, and a lot of people, they just gave up. They're on that treadmill to oblivion, going nowhere on that dead-end job. And so when you run a show that's all about dreaming and believing and being a winner, I mean, I'm thinking, wow, we should have every network marketer in the world tuning into your show, because those are the characteristics they need. So it's a mindset, it's a positive attitude, it's a burning desire for something you really want in life, kind of your reason why. And those are some of the main things that stand out as I look back over my 47 years.
Now, people don't build the teams that you've built or make the money that you've made with just getting by. What are some disciplines that you feel that people should adopt?
I have to say it's consistency. You know, people kind of run hot and they run cold, and they don't make a commitment to the long term.
Right.
You know, they're sprinters, but they're not cross-country runners.
Gotcha.
You know, they get in, well, like I did. The first 8 people I talked to said no.
Right.
If I had judged, you know, my success in this industry based on my first month in the business, I was a miserable failure.
Right.
You know, I literally, you know, had 8 people tell me no.
Sure.
But in the last couple of weeks of the month, actually the first, I think there's several weeks I had went through 8 people. The last week of the month, maybe it could have been the second month, but I sponsored a couple of people, and they didn't do much for a long time, but one of them became one of my diamond legs.
Wow.
In Amway. It made me a ton of money, but I didn't know I'd done that. So if you'd asked me how much I'd earned that first month, well, I guess I would have said, I haven't earned anything.
Right.
But the reality is I hadn't collected it yet, and I'd actually earned hundreds of thousands of dollars that I would be collecting in the future months because of effort that I put in motion that first month. So a lot of people, they don't know how successful they are, and they quit before they ever find out.
Right.
You invested.
So now, I think that we both share the love of reading. So what's your favorite book? And then what are maybe some books that have had some great influence on your life?
Well, my favorite book, I guess, really isn't a book. It's more God's Word, but it's the Bible. And I read from that every day, and my favorite section of that, and I recommend all network marketers read Proverbs. And don't just read it once, read it every day. If you get up in the morning and it's the 4th day of the month, read Proverbs 4. And you'll go through the whole chapter. If it's the 15th day of the month, read Proverbs 15. If you miss a few, don't worry about it. Don't go back and try to read them. Just pick up and read whatever it is for that day so it's never overwhelming. And the principles of just life in general, regardless of your spiritual viewpoint, anyone from any race, creed, or color will benefit from applying the principles found in Proverbs. But my favorite books would have to be, number 1, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Because network marketing is a people business. Almost any job is a people business. You've got to deal with your boss. You've got to deal with your supervisor. You've got to deal with your people that report to you. And you've got to develop those people skills if you want to be successful in life. You need those same skills to be happily married. You need those same skills to communicate with your children. So I say required reading for everybody is the How to Win Friends and Influence by Dale Carnegie. And the next one I would say would be The Magic of Thinking Big. Because people have stopped dreaming and they don't think big anymore. And that's by Dr. David Schwartz. I met him, I called the publisher and tracked him down, and we became good friends. He's passed on now, but that book, The Magic of Thinking Big, is powerful. Even if it's just one chapter out of that book, it's chapter 2, and it's called Excuse-itis. Because you learn in reading that chapter that you can either make excuses or you can make money.
Right.
You can't do both. You know, so I say read the second chapter, even if you read chapter 2 and throw the book out, you've learned your lesson. Never make excuses.
That's right.
Awesome.
So we went through the mentors. Who are your favorite mentors?
Well, I have a number of them. That many of them passed on now. Zig Ziglar, I shared the stage with him. I was always inspired by him. I just loved his style, his manner, his how he gives credit and glory to God for all his success. And I just thought he's an outstanding individual. Jim Rohn, I've also shared the stage with, another great man, with a big influential person in the field of personal growth and self-development. Another one, not as well known as those, Dr. Orv Owens, ran a training franchise, actually, as a distributorship, and he taught people basic sales principles, and we became like best of friends, and he's still alive and well, a little up in years now, but he had a big influence in my life, and so they're probably the three most influential. Lou Tice, I did training for him with the Pacific Institute. He was a fine man. He really taught people how to do affirmations. He was kind of pioneered the way on the proper way to write an affirmation, how it's different from a goal or a dream even. And so those are the ones that are most influential in my life.
Awesome. Well, I love, when I got to a place where I knew that I could dream big, and my first mentor through his books was Jim Rohn. And I always say that when he went on to be with the Lord, that we lost a good one, a good one.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's why I think that for those in our listening audience tonight, you need to accept the challenge of getting involved in business, becoming a leader, because leaders become, are leaders, and readers become leaders. And so you need to get a hunger for reading, and then just get out of your comfort zone. Tackle this thing, because we need more Jim Rohns. Another one of my mentors was Charlie Tremendous Jones. We also became great friends over the years, and he's gone now. So there's a vacuum out there. We need to raise up a whole new group of leaders who get out there and carry the message to the people that they can do and become anything they want to be if they'll set their mind toward it.
Absolutely.
So true.
So,
Awesome.
go ahead.
What's the greatest reward being successful in network marketing? What's the greatest thing that you've received?
I said freedom. It's freedom.
Freedom.
And I want to start for 47 years. I've been in network marketing for 47 years. But I've worked a few years, retired for 4 or 5 years, worked a few years, retired for 4 or 5 years. Before we started XFeeds, I've been retired for 10 years.
Wow.
And just traveled. We have a family farm up in Pennsylvania, 100 acres up there. We were living our summers in Pennsylvania, our winters in Florida, taking cruises, traveling all over the world, homeschooling our children, just having fun and enjoying life. And every once in a while, something would appeal to us, and we'd get back into it. We would miss the action a little bit. And then I made the decision almost 9 years ago to get involved with a couple of friends and start XFeeds. And so that's where I am today. But of that 47 years, I've been clearly retired well over half of that. But I'd have to say the answer to the question
awesome.
you've asked me, it's that freedom. The freedom to just wake up when you feel like waking up, not having a ding, 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 ding. I don't use an alarm clock. I just wake up when I feel like getting up.
Right.
You eat when you're hungry. Lunchtime, I gotta eat. No,
Right.
you didn't eat when you're hungry.
Right.
You go to bed when you get tired. No one's controlling your life. You just read. And you're free to do all the things you want to do.
That's awesome.
What you just said, I'm trying to process. You said you've been in network marketing 47 years and were retired more than half the time.
That's awesome.
That is mind-blowing. And
Yes.
and some of the great things that you've done with scouting and prison ministry and what is the other one? The Angel Tree,
Someday.
and so you were able to just solely focus on doing that because
What you
of the
love.
work that you did before.
Absolutely. I didn't just drop my kids off at Cub Scouts. I started the path.
Wow.
We were new to Florida. We just moved down here. The children were young, and so my wife went to a meeting where they were trying to find some people to start the Cub Pack. And she came home and said, "I volunteered to be a den mother." I said, they got you. She said, "Well, I volunteered you to be the Cub Master," and that's how. I served as Cub Master for 6 years, and as our children were coming up through the scouting ranks. And that's things that you can only do if you've got the time freedom. The ministry outreach, we ran a food ministry, we ran a halfway house ministry. When they get out, we have an apartment rented for them, furnished, the refrigerator stocked, so they wouldn't have to go back to selling drugs. We just move them into there so they'd have a fresh start, we help them get jobs. We ran the prison ministry. When I say we ran, we took it over, and my wife and I literally ran it. We run it up to 180 trained volunteers going into jails and prisons all over South Florida. And you can only do that when, you can't do it if you got a 40-hour-a-week job.
Yeah.
We were able to do that because we were free.
That
And we
brings-
had the resources, we had the finances, and we had the time freedom to do that sort of thing.
That's
And
awesome.
so the book freedom is being able to, you know, and we worked hard. That Angel Tree project, I mean, for several months, that was like almost a full-time job. It was very rewarding. But you can only do that when you've got the freedom to be able to serve like that.
Let me ask you this, if you had the choice of having time or money, a lot of people think money is, you know, we have to have money to do things, but what's more important?
Absolutely the time, totally, Shane. There's no comparison, because money, you can have it, you can lose it, you can always go get it back, you know, you can go bankrupt, you can go make more millions, but time, tick, 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 tick. Once that's gone by, you've lost that. So it's that time, it's that quality time. I've never missed a child's Little League game.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Never missed a kid's soccer game, little game, flag football, whatever. I just did, you know, my little Tyler and Dylan's, you know, my number 5 and 6 grandkids' soccer games in the last few days.
Awesome.
And I never missed a game. We were just always there for them. In fact, it was our children that had the problem. They had to go to school, you know, and we were free. So we said, that's not right. So we pulled them out of school and started homeschooling them so we could all be together.
Awesome.
The whole family could be free.
That's beautiful,
That
actually.
is, yeah,
And
that's special.
I say, I mean, kudos to you and your wife, you know, homeschooling. I come from a family of educators, but that I like to teach adults.
Yeah.
So,
It's a
but
tough job.
you know what? And for those that are just tuning in, we are talking and with the great Paul Morris, 47 years in network marketing. You know, and so let's just now talk about what's your involvement now. Tell us about, you know, XFuse and what you're doing.
What's your passion for you?
My passion has always been helping people.
Sure.
And helping people be well and stay well, be healthy, and start a journey in their life toward optimal health.
Mm-hmm.
Most people have been in a substandard healthy state. They're just not getting all the vitamins and minerals they need. They're not getting the omegas and the phytonutrients and the amino acids. And they might think they're healthy, but they might look healthy, but there's deficiencies in their bodies. And when you look at all the diseases out there, there's really only one disease, and that's a malfunctioning cell. Apart from hitting your head in a tree in a motorcycle accident or something, it's a malfunctioning cell. And there's only two reasons a cell malfunctions. One is lack of proper nutrients, and the other one is toxic overload. And so when you can get all the proper nutrients into your system, you can start that, I call it a journey, because it doesn't happen overnight. So when you give your body all the vitamins and minerals and everything it needs, God designed it in such a miraculous way that our bodies take all those raw materials and they create a healthy body. We can become vibrant and alive and healthy if we get all the right nutrients. My passion is helping people become healthy because I love being a grandpa. And I want to see all my friends live long enough to be able to play with their children and grandkids like I do.
Yeah, you want to be around for them, I understand.
Well,
Absolutely.
we always say and that we are happy and healthy centurions with all of our faculties, just like Moses. Our eyes will not grow dim and our strength will not be abated. And but we can do that because we also take this great product called Focus, 7 with Focus. And so tell us about the types of products.
So, what's really great about the Focus is that we all have inside our head a brain, and that brain needs nourishment.
Yeah.
And the problem is that it doesn't get enough nourishment from just our normal dietary eating habits that we have. And this is an incredible product because it has a number of ingredients in there, but one of them is vinpocetine, and vinpocetine actually helps get your blood cells, it actually makes them a little more flexible, so they get into little capillaries and they carry oxygen into parts of your brain that are not getting oxygenated. So it's just a great, well, that's what the ingredient had the studies on, and that ingredient is in this product. And so this is great for older folks, people that want more clarity, more focus in their life, people that want to keep their cognitive functionings at maximum level. And so we have great results with it. The people that are always losing their car keys or walking into a room and thinking, what I come in here for, they should try our Focus. It might help out in that category.
I'm getting better with that.
I know. But tell us about these other two great products. And we have it to put in our water, the green Zilla.
Absolutely. Everybody today, they're all tired. They're worn out. If you're standing with a group of people, you see them all leaning against the wall. You know, they walk up to the podium, they're leaning on the podium. If you're sitting at a table, they're holding their head in their hand. Everyone's tired, they're exhausted,
Right.
and they're looking for ways to get more energy. And so what do? They reach for a candy bar, they reach for a soda, they reach for these dangerous energy drinks and energy shots. But with ours, we nourish you at a cellular level, and you just put one squirt of this in a glass of water, and you've actually created your own energy drink for under 40 cents a serving.
Wow.
Instead of paying $2, $3 for an energy drink. And it gives you the energy to get through the day without the jitters, without the crash, and without spikes. You know, you just gradually build up that energy. It sustains for hours, and it kind of ramps down, and you can drink one after dinner, go to a meeting, come home, lay down, and go right to sleep. It's just an incredible product because it doesn't stress your sympathetic nervous system. You dump cortisol and everything else.
Right.
It nourishes you at a cellular level. I'll get a little technical. It causes your mitochondria to produce adenosine triphosphate, which is ATP. So the question is, you want an energy shot that's artificial that you buy in a supermarket, or do you want real energy your body produces?
Right.
You want the real energy your body produces.
And it tastes great. It really,
I love the ease of use.
yeah, you can take it anywhere you like.
I put it in my purse, I take it, and I just squirt it. I love it. Now,
It's really simple.
the other thing that I love, and I will tell you, when we first went down to West Palm, I was skeptical about the coffee because I'm a coffee connoisseur, and I drink Spanish coffee, which is very
Bustelo.
strong, and so when I was told, I was like, it's coffee in a can? I mean, it's delicious.
It is.
Tell
It's
us
awesome.
about Suma Cafe.
Well, the Suma Cafe is an incredible product. You're holding one up there. It is the latest technological invention. Matter of fact, it's the most advanced technology that's been applied to the production, brewing, packaging, and delivery of coffee since the first coffee bean was roasted. That can that you held up there, that can has a pouch suspended in there, and it has fresh brewed coffee in there that was brewed under a blanket of nitrogen, so it never touched oxygen, and then it was injected into that pouch, which is pressurized with nitrogen, so when you push that expeller cap and it squirts into a glass of hot water, it brews instantly. Now, a lot of people go, oh, instant coffee, because they see you make a cup of coffee in 1 second. I say, no. It's not instant coffee. It's fresh brewed coffee delivered instantly. And that's what's so great about it. And it's not only just absolutely delicious, it's a gourmet 100% Arabica coffee bean from Ethiopia. It's a delicious gourmet coffee. But not only that, it's loaded with other nutrients. It's got 3 strings of Ganoderma mushroom. It's got Garcinia cambogia. It's got chlorogenic acid from green coffee beans. And we've taken the extract technology that made us famous, and we've applied these products and we've loaded it with, it's not just a powdered Ganoderma mushroom that sits at the bottom of the cup. It's an extract that dissolves in the coffee and gets into your system.
And that does make a difference. Extract. That's where the name came from. X-fuse, extraction, fusion. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, we were looking for a name for our company when we started, and we said, well, we want a name that no one's ever heard of, like Xerox or, something that was exotic, and Kodak, that is, letters put together to create a brand. And we said, let's do something though, because I didn't see what Kodak had to do with film, or Xerox had to do with photocopy. I said, let's come on. We came up, we wrote down hundreds of names, and now we said, well, we're extracts, and they're kind of fused together. So how about X-Fuse? And we said, that's it. And that was our name.
I love the name.
Extracts fused together, and we're still, when we came into the marketplace almost 9 years ago, the juice wars were going on. Everybody had a juice.
Yes.
There were 10 different companies with
Right.
10 different juices. We extracted the active molecules out of each one from all in one bottle and
Wow.
delivered one bottle instead of 10 bottles.
Right.
And that extract technology is what made us famous. We still apply that extract technology today to our Greenzilla and to our Suma Cafe coffee as well.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is, I mean, and I will tell you now, someone's asking us online, what does it taste like? Now, if you're talking about the Greenzilla,
Tastes like iced tea,
it,
a little bit.
yeah, it has, it's kind of sweet, and people always think that we're carrying around tea.
Or urine. Wow.
No.
That's what it looks like.
But it
Sometimes.
is, and we do high interval, high
High intensity
intensity
interval
interval
training.
training. And I will tell you, since we started to put this in our water, I find that I recover faster, but I can definitely see a clear difference,
Yeah,
right?
if I go and do the hit and I forget it, or it's in the car, and then I go do something else, I can really tell because it helps with recovery, and it also, it wakes you up also. But like you said, it doesn't do the jitters and the crashes and the, in betweens. It's just consistent energy, and it's very, very good. And you can drink up to 6 of them a day, and it's so easy.
Right.
And that's what I like about it too.
And it'll not only save a lot of money, it'll give you, people are telling us they've got more energy than they've ever had before.
Yes.
The dads will get home from work normally exhausted and too tired. The kids want to go out and play ball or go to the park and play catch or something. And now the dads say they come home, they have a shot of Zilla and a glass of water, and they're ready to go and play with the kids in the evening after dinner and have fun with them. And bringing people back to life. It also increases your metabolism. And because it causes you to be more active, people are actually losing weight with this product. People are telling us that the pounds that they're shedding because they're consuming this product. So it makes you, it's also got some ingredients in there that are just real great mood enhancers. Also, there's chlorine in here, which was on the front cover of Life Extension magazine in September.
Wow.
They had a new scientific study that said chlorine regrows brain cells, creates new neural pathways.
Wow.
And that's one of the ingredients in our product.
That's
So
awesome.
our products are not just, another energy drink. No.
Right.
Each one of our products are so technologically advanced that it is just an unbelievable, unique, no one else has a product like it at all in the world type product. They're all unique, not different from anything else out there. They're great products.
So let me ask you, when you have a product, people buy products based on quality and cost,
Right.
okay? So you're getting the best of both worlds in this, because how much was it a serving? Repeat that?
40 cents, under 40 cents.
40
cents
cents
a
a serving.
Yeah, that will replace the $2.50
That's almost
to
unbelievable.
$1.50, energy drink.
And
Wow.
the quality that
So
you
you
get,
give you $2 to $3
It's
every
amazing.
time you have one of those.
Right.
that's amazing.
That's
It really is.
awesome.
Yeah.
And now, someone was just asking about the caffeine level in both the Zilla and the Suma. Like if someone has maybe a heart condition, is it super high?
Well, no, but I want to give a quick lesson on caffeine. There's 2 types of caffeine in the world. One is a naturally occurring caffeine that comes from the coffee bean,
Right.
and a naturally occurring caffeine that comes from green tea. We only use naturally occurring, the way God made it out in the wilderness, the naturally occurring caffeine. The energy drink companies use what they call USP caffeine, which is synthetic. They've had deaths from people consuming too much synthetic caffeine. They're actually trying to outlaw and make it illegal right now.
Wow.
They should.
But that's the difference. We use an all naturally occurring caffeine in nature versus the energy drinks that spike it with USP synthetic caffeine.
Awesome.
That's really good. That's good
Awesome.
information to know.
So now,
Absolutely.
tell us quickly, what why did you choose, after being, you know, like with your Focus and your 7, what drew you guys to the coffee industry?
Yeah.
Well, I know that one of the biggest hurdles for people in network marketing is to start that conversation with somebody.
Right.
Sure.
And you need common ground to start a conversation.
Right.
And if they're selling, you know, a lot of other products, I don't want to disparage any other companies,
Right.
but you look at, you know, if you look at the number of friends that needed to grow hair, or the number of friends that, you know, perhaps needed to lose weight, or were interested in phosphate-free, you know, cleaning products, or whatever, they're all small little markets out there, little niche markets. But everybody drinks coffee. According to the American Coffee Association, 83% of America drinks
Wow.
coffee. So we asked the question, hey, do you or any of your friends drink coffee?
Wow.
100% guaranteed yes. Because even if they don't, they say, well, my friends do. So you always get a yes answer
That's a great
that people drink coffee. And then you just talk about, and the ones that don't, I've been doing a little survey, so well, you said your friends do, that means you don't. Could I ask you the reason why? Most of them say that it gives me heartburn. Well, we're 67% less acidic than other coffees,
Wow.
and everyone who used to get heartburn tells us that they do not get heartburn with our coffee.
Wow.
And so we can convert them over, and then the others say, well, I heard it was bad for you. And I say, well, what if it was a coffee that was actually good for you?
Wow.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, and that's how we get our customers. So you can talk to anybody about coffee.
Yeah,
Right.
that's awesome.
So, okay, so we know that they're great, great products, and obviously people want them. So just, is there a way that if people are listening or watching where they can earn money?
Yeah, is this a business also?
Yes, not only are you improving your health and starting your journey toward optimal wellness, and not only are you helping to help and protecting the immune systems of your family by giving them the nourishment their bodies need, and not only are you reaching out and touching the lives of your friends by helping them all become healthy, and not only are you helping children in third world countries,
Oh, that's
because
right.
we have a 501c3 missionary outreach to our Viva Kids project. I actually did my Viva Kids thing, I serve on the board with
Nice.
them, and we support, we take they've actually given them a shareholder position with our company, and we send revenue to third world countries around the world, predominantly the Dominican Republic, but we supported orphanages in Thailand and Malaysia. We were first responders when the Fukushima tsunami took place. We donated money when the hurricanes ripped through Oklahoma. And so we're able to do those. But not only are we able to just help third world, you know, countries and with disasters and underprivileged children in these third world countries, you're able to also help yourself. And oh, by the way, you can make some extra money, and that money can be quite substantial. We have people making anywhere from a few $100s to a few thousand to millions of dollars with our program.
Wow.
Wow, that's
So,
awesome.
so you've been open for 9 years now?
Yes, I believe it come up on our 9th birthday, yeah. Went by
Wow.
fast.
That's good.
9
because-
years, so, and I, you know, I have a bit about of the background info on XFuse. So you're a debt-free company, open for 9 years. You're based in Florida, but no one really knows about XFuse here. And that's the beauty about this company.
You're right, Allison. You can talk to a dozen friends tomorrow and they say, X what? You know, they'll think Fuse, they'll think of that drink they saw in Publix or something, the F-U.
Yeah, that's
None
right.
of X-Fuse. And the reason they've never heard of us is when we launched, some people flew over from Japan and said, we want you to come to Japan. We said, oh, we'll come in a couple of years. And said, no, come now. So we're ready to go. And so they flew some more over, and then we went over there, and then we said, all right, we'll open Japan. So we launched in Japan, and then from Japan, it went down over to Taiwan, from Taiwan down to Malaysia, from Malaysia to Singapore, to New Zealand, to Australia. So we're all over Southeast Asia now, and we've been so busy supporting all the activity in Southeast Asia, we haven't had much time to really get things going here in the U.S. And so now we said, let's start focusing on the United States. And so here's what your listening audience has. A ground floor opportunity with a solid, almost 9-year-old company.
Yeah.
You could not ask for a better timing story than that.
That's
Every other
fantastic.
company that's 9 years old is saturated in the US.
Yeah.
That's what I
We're
was
still
gonna say.
ground here.
Yeah, so there's less than, how many distributors in the United States, would you say?
Gosh, well, I count probably somewhere around, I'm guessing 4,000 or 5,000 people,
Okay,
which is nothing.
which is nothing.
It's-
Nothing. I mean,
yeah.
we're in the greater Atlanta area, there's 8 million people here
Yeah, and there are less than 10 distributors that we know of.
in Georgia.
And it's,
So,
yeah, it's a
so
wide
that's-
open market.
well,
Yeah.
and I would tell you guys, and they have a great BOGO offer, so if you want more information on the coffee or the energy drink or the other product that Paul talked about, you can inbox us on our AliShane page, or Shane or I, because we have a special link for you guys, or you can send an email to AliShane6970@gmail.com. And so we will get you those special links for you.
Also a website. There's also a website, it's idecide2changenow.com. That's idecide2changenow.com. And that's the actual website for XFuse.
So, and folks, if you just come on, we have had the honor of having Paul Morris, co-founder of XFuse, but also a 47-year trailblazer in the network marketing industry. Paul, what are some closing nuggets? Winning, dreaming, and believing. We have about 2 minutes left, so what are just some nuggets that you can share?
Well, I would just like to encourage everybody to choose to be open-minded. You're either open-minded or closed-minded. You're either lazy or you're ambitious, and those are all choices that you make in your life. So I would say, and I'm honored to be on your show, and I'm thrilled with your philosophy of dreaming and winning and believing, and I would encourage everybody to listen to this show, listen to the guest speakers that you'll have on over the next few months, and learn and grow from those experiences, but decide to be a winner. That's why you win. You don't win and then all of a sudden you're a winner. You win because you are a winner up here. Even though you may not be winning the race for a few months, if you're a winner up here, you'll eventually start winning. And so the winning is an attitude in your mind. So have that mindset, keep an open mind, don't be lazy, don't make excuses, grasp and embrace, life. And don't be shy about getting involved in a network. Obviously, we're taking XQs, and that's our passion, what we're involved in. But if you're listening to this show, whatever that dream you've had in your life, begin dreaming again, and then believe in yourself, and step out and just do it. You need to fall flat and get up again and try again. Just get out there and do it. Life will pass you by so fast.
That's right.
You can go blink, And I tell you, I'm in my 70s now. And
You look great.
I looked at a lifetime of just travel and adventure and cruises and African safaris and trips around the world and all the whole family to Hawaii, all the things that we've been able to do because of our financial freedom and our time freedom, but it came from making commitments very early on. And the last thing I want to say is, I'm a little farm boy from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I was flunked out of high school. I'm not one of these guys that you would have picked to be successful in life. I was one of the ones you probably picked would have been I actually flunked subjects. I was told about a college that would let anybody in, and I applied there and got rejected. I had to go back to high school and take over subjects I flunked to be able to get into college. So I want to just give hope to everyone that if I've done it, you can do it too. And thanks for having me on the show.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, you've been winning, dreaming, and believing with AliShane, 108 Praise Radio, Voice in the Gospel. And we'll see you next week. Thank you, Paul Morris.
Thank you so
And
much.
praise the Lord. All the glory.
Amen.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul.
Yes. Thank you all for listening, watching.
Well, that was great.